Shank? How are you?
I'm good. Sorry, I'm multitasking. I'm good. I was supposed to be home 2 hours ago,
Oh, wait,
but
hang on.
that
Okay,
did
there.
not work out as intended.
Were you stuck at work?
No, the grocery store.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Seems like that's it's today's that kind of Friday today, I guess.
Yeah, it actually wasn't busy. It was other stuff. It was just, yeah. I was supposed to be home 2 hours ago. Well, crap. I did not think that was gonna be. Hmm.
Pledge Lords, ladies and gentlemen, fluid friends of any persuasion, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. Welcome to Gamers Edge. I'm one of your hosts, Mark. Joining me in the Discord is a Shank the Noob
Howdy.
and a Tom.
Hello.
I love how you guys are both just so low key.
I'm in
Okay.
mourning.
Oh, I was.
You're in mourning.
Yeah,
Who passed away?
Loretta Swit.
I saw that
Yeah,
actually.
it makes me sad, Panda.
Loretta Swit. If you're not familiar, Hot Lips Houlihan from MASH.
Hmm.
Now, I totally
The hottest nurse this side of South Korea.
Hey.
okay. There we go.
You know what? What I think is kind of sad is that I have the box set for Hogan's Heroes, but I don't have the box set for Mash.
So, when I was married, I bought the I think it was called the Med Kits and Martinis edition,
Hmm.
and it came with all 12 or 13 seasons, and it came with the original movie.
Nice.
So I have two thoughts, two pieces, points of interest in this conversation right now. Number one, this is the first time I've ever heard Tom say something to date himself in such a way that he's old. Because most of the viewers of this channel would say, "What's a box set?"
Right?
And then number two, do you know the fun fact about me and MASH?
No.
Were you one of the patients?
No, no, I was never on it or anything like that.
Oh,
I've never seen the last episode.
oh,
Seriously?
really?
Yeah,
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, I gathered what happened, but I was so let's say I wasn't young at the time, but I wasn't old either. And I got in trouble. And it was supposed we were watching a James Bond movie,
Hmm.
and then the last episode of MASH, and I got trouble. I got in trouble, and I got grounded, and I was not allowed to watch television. And it's never been rebroadcast on television ever, because at that time it was the most watched thing in history.
Hmm.
And so, but yeah, I've never seen the last episode ever.
You've seen the rest?
I've seen all of the rest, and I've seen the spin-offs, like Aftermash.
Oh, you saw what was it, Walter or
Radar? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, whatever his spinoff was called.
Yeah, Aftermash. That's it.
Hmm.
Yep. Seen all that, but never saw the last episode.
Oh, and I have the box set of Mork and Mindy.
All right, goddamn, bro. I was young when Mork and Mindy was on TV.
Wait, you weren't even alive when Mork and Mindy was out. Why? I'm not. I mean, Robin Williams is worth it, so don't get me wrong. I'm just surprised. Like,
what got you into Mork and Mindy?
Robin Williams.
Okay. Good.
And
That is. I mean, Pam Greer's not a bad answer either, but.
Mm-mm.
oh, and the fact that somebody had posted it all on YouTube.
Oh, right.
Oh.
On.
So
Yeah.
All right.
I started watching it on YouTube, and then I bought the whole box set at Walmart for like $20.
Colorado 619. I've been good. It has been a while. How have you been doing? What have you been playing lately? Let me get you a shout out. If you like if you like variety streamers, then you're going to like Colorado 619. Looks like you're currently playing Doom. From Resident Evil to Fortnite, and Doom is the current. Doom the Dark Ages. Nice. Nice. Are you enjoying it? I hope you are. Not to be confused with Pauldron Gate, which is a completely different game.
That was gay.
Because he's the
I
thug.
actually enjoy the Daniel Craig movies.
In fact, Skyfall was better than most of the other ones, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that.
But personal, and again, I'm not trying to dissuade anyone. So if Shank likes it, that's great. I like him to like it. My problem from a tonal standpoint is, for me, he's always been a gentleman spy, and Daniel Craig's was just a straight up thug.
He's a gorilla.
Yeah, he's the 800-pound gorilla in the room.
He's
that
the
always
blunt instrument.
Yes, an extremely blunt instrument being
Yeah.
thrown at Mach 7.
No,
did
he's
not
the
mind.
scalpel. He's just been ground down to an absolute nub.
Right, he's definitely an absolute nub. No, I'm kidding. I thought he was hilarious in the murder mystery films.
I really liked him in what was the girl with the dragon tattoo?
I haven't seen that one.
Not the first ones, the remakes.
Yeah, I'm talking about the remake one.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, he
I don't
wasn't
think
in
they've
the.
done the other two yet.
Yeah. So I mean, I think he can act. I don't know.
You just
yeah.
don't think he was a good fit for Bond. Which,
Yeah,
I mean, to a degree, I absolutely agree with you.
I didn't mind the last movie. I thought that was.
No Time to Die.
Yeah, I thought that was the most acting we've gotten out of him in the series. I don't want to spoil anything for people who have not seen it yet, but how do I even say that? Let's just say it this way. There was that other chick in the movie, if you've watched it, that I would not mind seeing a movie from.
Are you talking about the Bond girl?
I'm really trying not to spoil anything.
I mean,
Okay.
the movie's a couple years old, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? The female 007, I would not mind seeing a movie from.
What's her name from Captain Marvel?
Yes.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind seeing,
You know who I would not mind seeing a movie out of now, especially knowing that she's one of the best trained pistoleros in Hollywood.
Who?
Is Holly Berry's character from Die Another Day to get her own movie.
Oh, sure.
They
I'd be down with
They
that
were
too.
going to do that, but Die Another Day was so bad that that
Die
whole
Another
thing
Day
got
was
scrapped.
incredible. I love that movie.
I mean, listen, you can, and this is kind of the thing, right? It's like if somebody comes up to me and tells me Jaws is their favorite character from the James Bond franchise,
Hmm.
what am I supposed to do? Right? I I clearly don't
Tell
feel
them that
that
Bob
way.
Jabba was better.
Well, yeah, well, you sure. I clearly don't feel that way, but I don't want to take away their enjoyment of, you know, those camp movies.
I mean, I'm not gonna down on somebody for liking other Bond movies. It is
Yeah.
incredibly hard to find a consensus for Bond films or even Bond actors.
Oh yeah, 100%. I'm probably one of the few that thought Timothy Dalton was actually okay.
You know, and Timothy Dalton was one of the ones that I usually heard on the list that a lot of people just didn't like.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's okay because Timothy Dalton obviously was good enough for somebody.
I would very much like an Idris Elba run.
Oh God, yes. The minute I saw his agency photo as Bond, I was like, I'm on board. Where do I donate?
The sad part is it's probably never going to happen.
Yep.
See, the thing with that is that his uh, show Luther. That's according to him, his show Luther is essentially his version of Bond.
Well, that's because they're never going to cast him, which is sad to me. For the
Yep.
same reasons that we're never going to get probably a female Bond.
Yep.
It's
I
fine,
mean,
whatever,
to
but
be fair, though, a lot of people thought we were never going to get a female doctor.
yeah, but like I feel like that's a different circumstance.
It is.
The bar is not as high, I guess is the best way I could say that.
It's a fair statement. It's not central to like mainstream culture. It has kind of a culture all its own.
Oh, I would say it's mainstream culture. It's just nerd mainstream culture, just not
Well,
not
that's what I mean. Is like
like I would.
there are groups of people that watch it, but it's not generally a big deal across the populace.
I don't know. I'm like I. There are very few Bond films that I don't like. There are definitely Bond actors I don't like. I grew up during the camp of uh,
More.
Roger Moore,
Hmm.
so I can't ever be upset with the campy, funny aspects of Bond, but I do enjoy the more seriousness. I mean, I guess the best way to answer this is, what's your favorite Bond movie of all time?
My
Goldfinger.
favorite personally is Goldeneye.
I'm right there with you because to me, it struck the right balance, right?
Mhm.
It was a little camp, a little funny, but also very serious.
Pierce
But it had
Brosnan
its.
was an incredible Bond.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But which one
And
did
you get to have Sean Bean die again.
in every friggin' thing
I
he's
have
in, he
actually
dies.
seen a movie where Sean Bean does not die.
Yeah, I've seen one or two of them too, but it is funny to
Actually,
me.
an action movie with guns that he does not die in.
But it's like for all the people who weren't familiar with Boromir, like as soon as I saw he was cast for it, I'm like, well, makes sense.
Yep.
And no one does a good death scene like him. So I guess if you're gonna be typecast for something, it might as well be that.
I mean, he will live in people's heartstrings
Yeah,
forever for some of his deaths.
100%.
I cannot find your game.
That's very odd. Are you invisible?
Yeah, it could be a me problem.
Invite friends.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't see you
Online.
either.
There we go.
Okay, let me think about this. I think the first Bond film that I saw in theaters that I remember is Die Another Day. Because I would have been. I was born in 94, 96.
Good God, which one was theaters for me? It would have been late 70s, early 80s.
Hang on.
Timeline of Bond movies.
Which one came out just after 1980 while you're looking?
For your eyes only. I think my first one that I remember seeing in theaters was The Spy Who Loved Me.
Oh,
Because
yeah, Mike Myers and what's her name? Heather Graham.
we watched, I remember we watched Moonraker on Laserdisc
Bro,
at home.
Laserdisc.
And
Man.
and that was the series, two laser discs that were the giant cartridges.
Oh, where they had housed the platter.
They had
instead of
housed
just
the
cutting
platter.
it
Yep.
open?
Yep.
Gross.
So you say that, but the nice thing about them is they had the full movie poster on the cartridge. So it was pretty cool. I do agree that the original ones that were just loose, that looked like giant Frisco disco CDs, were the best. But yeah. So I'm pretty sure Spy Who Loved Me. I remember seeing. I was 3 in the theaters, and then Moonraker
You
we
saw
watched.
it at 3 years old?
Oh, my parents didn't DGAF, dude. I
Yeah,
think
but
I watched.
at 3 years old, that's still a core memory for you?
Yeah, I
Well,
think I watched.
Wow.
I think I watched Porky's when I was 11,
I mean, yeah, that was about the right time to start watching Porky.
and trust me, that was a core memory.
my core memory when I was 3 years old was when Dad showed me episodes 4, 5, and 6 on VHS.
Okay,
That's a
get it.
good core
Where's
memory,
the
man.
Where's the eject button for this chat?
don't be mean, Mark.
Anyone who says that their core memories are episodes 4 through 6 at age 3 is ejected from this chat.
I mean, those were the ideal 3 to watch, regardless.
I
as
mean,
a core memory.
Let me put it this way. As a child, you probably enjoyed episode 1. No, wait, 4, 5, and 6.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
originals.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, man.
I thought you were talking about 1, 2, and 3.
No, no, no.
I
no.
know you
Yeah,
said
if you had
that's
said
why
1,
I
2, and
was like,
3.
that's why I was so mad, because it's
Yeah.
like those came out not that long ago. I mean, it is
If-
now, but
If he, if those had been the core memories, we may have all had to have a little come to Jesus meeting. But
that's why I'm saying.
yeah, but 4, 5, and 6, I mean, those are core memories for me too.
The bad part is, as I saw. Now I'm gonna have to look up the timeline. I think I saw 5. I think I saw 6 in the theater. Star Wars timelines.
May 25th, 1977. May 25th, 1980, and then.
Yeah, the 81 is the 80s one is the one that I saw in the theater.
83. I think it was May 25th, 1983. That was Jedi.
No, I would have seen the one in 1980 because I was 6
Okay,
at the time.
Empire.
Yeah, Empire Strikes Back, and then I saw Return of the Jedi in theaters also.
I think
No.
I originally saw those on VHS, and then I saw the remasters in theater.
I'm trying to. 83,
Jedi.
we would have already been moved to the Ozarks. I think we left in 82. So, yes. So I saw Empire Strikes Back in the theater, and I did not see Return of the Jedi in theater.
Let's see. Dad told me that he was first in line for Star Wars, second or third in line for Empire, and then fourth or fifth in line for Jedi.
See, like, I did not have movie theaters accessible to me from like age 10 to age 16.
Hmm.
So we did a lot of VHS and Laserdisc. Um, and then when I turned 16, I pretty much lived in the theaters again for a while. So a lot of the core sci-fi memories I have are from watching at home. Stuff like The Last Starfighter and uh, I think the hey, what's up, Nova? Oh, you're good, man. No worries. No worries at all. Um, so for me, it was like it. I didn't start going to see sci-fi movies in the theater until after I was 16. So the next major franchise for me was The Matrix, and I will never forget the hype that was all around The Matrix One and The Matrix Two,
Yep.
and it was amazing. I I I had it spoiled for me, but it was still amazing nonetheless. That was one of the reasons I started punching people that spoiled stuff for me
I
at
also
that time.
I also remember when wait, Matrix was what, 97, right?
Uh,
Or was it
sounds right.
or was it or was it 99 cuz it was the same when Phantom Menace came out.
It was no, it was 99. It was 99.
Okay.
I thought it was just before Y2K.
Cuz I remember when Dad took me to go see Phantom Menace. And then I didn't I don't remember seeing the Matrix in theaters. That might have been on DVD.
I like at that time I was traveling for work, but I was living in Lawrence, Kansas, and I was going to an AMC in Kansas City. And when I got to the AMC in Kansas City, there were already like 300 people there in the parking lot. And this was before you could buy tickets online. So I was really worried I wasn't going to get a ticket, but I did. And it was, I think I watched it probably 6 times in the theater. It's my second most watched in the theater movie, but I'll probably never have anything that surpasses my number one, which is Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that 32 times in the theater.
Jesus.
Yeah, I
You
might be a little.
single-handedly kept that movie theater going.
Well, oh, it wasn't at one theater, believe it or not. And the funny part is, like, the last time I watched it, which made number 32, I think was it the 15 or the 20-year anniversary? How old is Jurassic Park?
Um, 70.
It's 31 years old. Yeah, so it would have been the 20th anniversary is the last time I watched it in the theater. So 11 years ago, because
Okay.
it came out in 93. Yeah. But The Matrix is like right there for me. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And the last time I watched it, which I think was the 8th time, Lexi bought tickets for the Grand Rapids Symphony, and they live scored the movie.
Cool.
It was super cool.
Wow.
Yeah, it was super cool. I really enjoyed the hell out of that. I got to do two things that I love, like intersect. That's fantastic. I still don't
Why
go to
did
the
this
symphony.
not put me in the game?
It did not?
Hang on.
Um,
I accepted the invitation.
Shank broke it.
possible.
I am really upset.
And I'm sorry, I'm trying to join the game, bro.
No, not that. So I talked to Butler like for like I don't know 2.5 hours yesterday, and
Oh, Christ.
he's convinced me that I need to hold onto one of the collector's booster boxes and not open
Yeah,
it.
I saw your comment.
And I'm just dying because I'm watching. Today was the embargo date for all the Magic ambassadors to be able to post their collector's booster box openings,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and I swear to God, I will have every card in this set. There
You
are
have made
just
that abundantly clear.
so what I think I'm going to do is, well, today Butler pinged me and he's like, "Hey, my distributor just came online with pre-orders for it, and he had them at a pretty decent price. I think it was like 560 for a collector's booster, but 130 with shipping for play boosters." And I'm like, but he had Japanese collectors booster boxes for 460, which is the best price I've seen for that either, which is almost what I bought my boxes for, my English boxes. And so I'm like, okay, you know, how do I order? I was going to order a Japanese one because if I figured if I sat on the Japanese one, then I could open my third box and we'd be good. And he sends me the link, and it's a you must be a member of the site only. There's no way to sign up website for the distributor, and it requires an invitation code. And I'm like, Dave, how do I get an invitation code? He's like, yeah, man, I don't see it. I've been a member of this site so long. I don't see anywhere to get a code or to invite you. And I'm like, you tease. You're a bad person. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do now is the Friday before you get here, Shank, which is the 13th, which is the day I should be picking up mine. I will get up at 8 a.m. and I will go to Big Box. I will go to Best Buy. I will go to Walmart and see if I can get any at the MSRP because they will be selling them the collector's booster boxes for MSRP, which is 470. So if I can get a box at 470, then I will hold on to that one and I will open the other one that I get. Because I do kind of want to open 3.
So I saw
You are a man possessed.
A little bit.
I saw a TikTok today of this one lady, um, and she's like, "So I have this box of brand new Pokemon cards, and I self-restrained myself for 8 hours, and then I opened the box. There's no good cards, and then I have a second one. That one lasted about 10 minutes before I opened the box. No good cards. On the plus
So
side, I have 2 Eevee deck holders that are plushies.
So the thing about this is that there's not going to be any bad boxes of collector's boosters because so there's a couple reasons that I need to open the collector's boosters. The first one, believe it or not, it's not the bonus sheets. The bonus sheet cards, there's 64 of them, I think. Those are in the play boosters. So I have, I think, 3 boxes of play boosters and what I'm getting at the pre-release. So I should get a good chunk of the bonus sheet cards. But what I can't get are the commander cards that are not part of the commander decks. There's 114 of them, and the only way to get them is in the collector's boosters box. On top of that, you have a very low chance of getting a foil of any rare or foil of any mythic or extended art mythics or any of that stuff in a play booster. You have astronomically higher chances in the collector's boosters. So That's the main reason I want to open them, because the way they do this is like the first half of the 508. I figured what I'm going to end up doing when I do open these with everybody here is that I'm going to end up having to make like 3 piles. One for the standard set, because there's 585 cards in that set. One for the commander set, because there's 440 something, I think, in that set. And then the 64 for the bonus sheets. And those will be the 3 piles that I work from, because probably Daniel's going to be sitting there putting them into a binder after I open them.
Mark, go ahead and get started. I cannot log into my Larian account.
Oh, well, that seems problematic.
Yeah, I'm not excited about it.
Okay. Tom, I'm going to give you SIBO then.
Okay.
In the meantime, so he's not
Wait.
just standing there.
Oh, hang on.
Um,
No, not that. Mark, try sending me an invite again.
Yep, I'm sending it right now. There it is. Hoop. There it is. Tag team. Back again. Check with the racket. Let's begin. Party on, party people. Let me hear some noise. DC's in the house. Jump, jump for joy. Let's party over here. Party over there. Wave your hands in the air. Shake your derriere. These 3 words are where it's at. Boom. There it is.
Yep,
Hit me.
it's not. It's not. I was able to log in, and now I just can't find anything.
try restarting the game.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
What did Jeremy say? I'm trying to look now. Hold on. I heard the TTS fire off, but I did not hear what. Jeremy Werngard, hello. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. How are you doing this fine evening? What'd you have to eat today? Yeah, yeah. Nova Dave's who I own the comic shop with, so I'm used to that. I'm just frustrated because, like, I had actually psyched myself up to go ahead and make the purchase and move the money around in my account, and now it's sitting there taunting me. So, yeah. Which one did you play, Tom?
Which one did I play? Perform Divinity and Sin.
Okay.
I was just trying to flew out to see what it did.
Yes, Jeremy, and we are a family-friendly show, so this is your one warning about that. Just FYI, please be good with the TTS. Nova, yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't buy this set. This set is the most busted set I have ever seen in the history of Magic. It's like they took every design limit that they've ever had and just threw it out the door and stomped on it. I mean, that's why I'm saying to Tom, there's not going to be any bad boxes, whether it's play boosters or collector's boxes. Now, granted, because of the number of play booster boxes, do I think single prices might fluctuate and trend downward? Yes. But anything that you could get out of a collector's booster box is going to retain its value because they're going to be so hard to get. And I think that because they're so expensive. And I think that holding on to one is the right choice, because I bought mine at $420. They're already up to $800. So if they pass 1,000, then I should be able to flip one box and get every single remaining single I don't have for the set. And I could
It's
buy a
probably
new
finally
box.
in there.
What's that?
It's not letting me find the game. You guys go ahead and play.
You want to play Magic instead?
No, you go ahead. Don't
No, we don't have to play if you can't
don't
join
change
us.
the
Yeah,
schedule.
we can just talk. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like,
All right, well,
yeah.
I only have a couple hours, so
Well, that's what I was saying. We can just backdraw, talk about stuff. We can talk about Final
Alright.
Fantasy cards. It's your favorite.
Oh yeah, yeah, my favorite.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I gotta say that I was watching these booster pack openings all day.
You're just
And
tormenting yourself.
no, well, it was tormenting. Yes, it was tormenting me, but for a different reason than you think.
Self-flagellation is
No, it's not self-flagellation. What the problem is that it's like uh most of the people opening the packs are Magic people who've never played Final Fantasy. And so they are just massacring every single name that they try and pronounce. And it's, I get it. You've never played the games, you don't know how to say Lassie, right? When you see it, because it looks like a capital I.
Maester Seymour.
Right, or Maester Seymour, exactly. And
Yeah.
but you can only hear so many of them before it starts to grate on you anyways, even
Yeah,
though you're
100%.
trying to have compassion and empathy and patience.
So I got this really cool guy. His name is Sep Haroth.
Well, the funny part is then there's the other faction of these ambassadors, right? And it's the ones that have played the games and are excited about the art on the cards and have no idea that there's another side to the card because they know none of the magic mechanics because they don't play Magic. And I'm like, you're all killing me.
This absolutely sounds like self-flagellation.
It's not. It's not intended to be.
You are beating yourself with the ignorance of other people.
Yes, pretty much. But I'm telling you, man, these cards out of the collector's boosters look sick.
They're beautiful. I've seen them.
Kbex, if you're not familiar with Kbex, she's a friend of the stream. She's a very successful. Am I spelling it right?
I'm going to. Oh, I should
Yes.
probably hop onto Once Human.
Oh, Zbex. I mean, excuse me. Zbex is she just posted hers today as well, and I'll skip to the good part. I just gotta find. I'm super mad. That's my commander for one of my decks, and I need it, and she got it. So I'm hoping that I get one of these as we go through. In fact, I want the entire guest set, to be honest. And she got an absolute virtue. There it is. She's the only one I've seen who's actually pulled a non-yellow traveling chocobo.
Did you meet her at TwitchCon last year?
I don't remember.
Huh.
I know
I
it.
don't think I've ever heard you talk about her before. So
Yeah, so I know that I've never been in any of her videos because what she's most famous for is doing cosplay at like MagicCons and stuff and dancing with people. And that's
okay. All right.
not going to happen for me, but that's okay. But yeah, so she's pretty cool, and I'm really happy she got the traveling chocobo. So that's the neon, but she's the only one that I've seen that's hit one.
Okay, I'm gonna log into Once Human since I've done it today.
Okay. Nova, I have a Sephiroth summons deck that is going to be played at the giant game for MagicCon. I have a super secret other deck. And then I have a jumbo cactar deck that is called 10,000 Needles to All My Friends. Those are the three
See,
decks.
Mark is Mark's trying to burn his friendships to the ground this year at MagicCon.
It might work too.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not like those are my decks for the super big games that we will ultimately have. I don't think it would work in 4-player, but it might, but I'm not positive. Of course I saw Overkill. Did you see Overkill, Shank? I think it's one black, one other. It's an instant. Target creature gets -0, -9,999.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, it's pretty cool. But I
That-
was
That must be the direct counter to Jumbo Cactar.
well, I mean, Jumbo Cactur's toughness never gets past 7, so it's only his power that goes up that high.
Yeah, but what if he has trample?
I mean,
You have to have something equally as sit the hell down as 9,999 damage.
yeah. But yeah, so I've been watching, looking at the cards, and they're. I think the other thing that really bugs me is that, I've been stalking the pre-releases.
Of course. Yeah.
Most Zbex is a exception. Most of them are not excited when they pull the big cards because they don't know they're the big cards. So, I saw a guy pull an Ultima followed in the next pack by a Bahamut and just like no sold the whole thing. And I was just like, you're killing me. And he got a Ristic Study as well.